Yes, people, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. We're here at Fleet Street for a different video today. Bit of the horse racing with the theme of the week. Cheltenham 4-day festival begins on Tuesday. Get yourselves down here for a pint or two with ex-jockeys. Tony Dobbin will be here on Tuesday as well. See if we can have a few drinks with him. But we're joined here today by yourself, mate, Andrew Thornton. Pleasure to have you there with your Gold Cup in front of you as well.
Yeah, back in 1998.
Good stuff.
Cooled on. Yeah, great day. It's a great festival. It's a great week. There'll be plenty of Guinness been drunk, and I'm sure it'll be bouncing in the Fleet Street bar as well. You know, it's on here, not just at Cheltenham, it's at Aintree as well, the Grand National meeting. And what could be better?
And what could be better? I mean, you had a illustrious 28-year career. You had a nickname though that I want to start with called Lenso.
Yep.
Tell the viewers why that is.
Well, back in the day, it was the time of you obviously had Eddie the Eagle Edwards. It was to start with. My nickname was Ed, and then when I moved south, I became Lenso because there was Chock Thornton in the weighing room as well at the time, so you couldn't have two Chocks. So I was one of the first jockeys to have contact lenses. So hence the reason I got Lenso, and it's stuck ever since.
Nice. I've got lenses normally, but I have glasses now. Do you know what I mean? I would have been.
There's a lot worse nicknames, mine.
It is mine, to be honest, but we'll not put that on camera. So, I mean, the obvious one to start with is like, why did you start horse racing? What got you into that career?
I was lucky when I was a kid. I had ponies. Just loved going quick, and so my dad knew Arthur Stevenson, WA, and his racing stables was at Lees and Thorn near Bishop Auckland, not far from Dennis Smith's. So two big, great racing yards, and it was a great place to start. Started going there when I was 13, 14 in the winter holidays and Easter holidays. Enjoyed it. Left school at 16. Started as a career. I was a stable lad to start with. Worked there for 18 months and then took the courage to ask the boss if I could get my licence out. He said, we'll get your amateur licence out. And he did. I had 2 rides in a week, and then it was 6 months before I had my third one.
Wow. And
then following year went well. I had my first winner at Aintree, the race after the Grand National, which was back in 1991, and won that. That was my 6th win of the career. And then in 92, 93, Arthur Stevenson made me amateur champion. So 26 winners. And yeah, that was the road to better things. But unfortunately for me at the time, he passed away. So I had to make a decision. Do I stay up north? Do I move down south? I ended up moving south because there was a lot of big yards up in the north, but there was a lot of yards had their own riders anyway. So I moved down to Kim Bailey's yard down in Lambourne. And at that time, he was an up-and-coming trainer. He'd had a Grand National winner with Mr. Frisk. He had a very good horse called Docklands Express. And he was an up-and-coming yard. And yeah, he had about 100 horses, and things progressed from there.
Well, they did. I mean, you had, 1,007 wins across your career there? That, and you were telling me just off air there, some even abroad as well?
1 in Norway, 1 in France. But the best racing's in Ireland and in the UK. So there's really no need to go any further. Yeah, I've had a great career. Look, there's been a lot of ups and downs along the way. You know, from a jockey's perspective, everything doesn't go smoothly. I ended up having 13 operations, broke 26 bones in the body. Wow. From a broken leg, dislocated shoulder, 3 broken arms, broken jaw. You know, there's a lot of ups and downs, and I always say you only find out how good a jockey's mentality and how good they are is when they come back from injury, and how hard and steely they are. Because it's like for anything, football. Until a footballer or any sports person's had an injury, you'll only find out how good they really are, because there's very few go through a career without doing anything. Mm-hmm. And it's having them, you know, the mental strength to come back from the knocks and the bangs that you get.
I was going to say that it's not obviously just the physical broken bones, it's up there, the motivation and just wanting to get back, isn't it?
It's the mental side of things, of when you know you've got an injury and you're laid on the floor, that you're thinking, what am I missing and how soon am I going to be back? You know, and then going and seeing your surgeon or your doctor and putting yourself through hell to get yourself back.
Was there ever an injury that you had where you thought, oh no, this is it, this is enough for me?
No. Whenever I always swore to myself, if I ever think I don't want to come back, then that's the time to give up. Because if you're thinking and up there, well, that's when you put other people in danger as well. And if you're thinking that, it's the time to pack in. So never at any stage did that ever occur. Even the last injury I had when I had the cruciate ACL operation, which is more common to football than racing, but it took me 9 months to get back. And it was a case of thinking, well, I want to get back. I'm going to retire on my terms, not somebody else going to retire me.
Love that. And what was the best horse that you ever rode?
Best horse I ever rode was probably Seymour Business. I won a King George on him at Kempton over Christmas, and I won another race 6 years later, a rehearsal chase. But after I won the King George on him, he then ran in the Gold Cup that I won, and I didn't have the choice of riding him. I only rode him in the King George because Timmy Murphy got banned. And everybody always said, who's the best horse, Seymour Business or Cool Dawn? And I said, there's not too much to choose between them. Well, in the Gold Cup that Cool Dawn won, bounced out made all. During that Gold Cup, Seymour Business got carried out halfway around by another horse. And then he went on to win the following year's Gold Cup. So stars aligned for me on that occasion. But I'd say Seymour Business was the best horse.
And what's it like to ride the most prestigious winner over jumps in that Cheltenham Gold Cup?
It was the first, I won it when I was 26 years old. It was my first ride in the race. And I probably didn't really appreciate it as much at the time as I do now, because you think, oh, you've won one, another one will come along somewhere down the line. I had another few attempts. I was second to best mate in one of the Gold Cups and didn't quite catch him in best mate's third Gold Cup. But it's our FA Cup final. It's Wimbledon. It's all of those big events rolled into one. It's where everybody wants to be. And on Friday, I'm going to be down there working for 5 Live. Fleet Street's going to be absolutely rammed. And it will be, everybody's shouting and cheering. Everybody's had a few quid on different horses. But it'd be great to see Gallop and Deschamps go and win it for a 3rd year running, because that then puts him up with the likes of Millhouse, Arkle, Best Mate. And you want to see the best on the best occasion.
Is that your tip for Friday? We'll get an early choice for the punters.
Do you know what? I'm going to be a party pooper. I think he's going to get beat. I think Banbridge, the ground's going to be dry all week. They're watering, making sure it's all safe and what have you. But with the drying conditions, there's no rain forecast. I think he could well get beat. But I think tomorrow, Constitution Hill, he's the one you want to be watching in the Champion Hurdle tomorrow, because he is an absolute machine. And he's never been beaten. And I think he will retain his crown.
Did you get that 100 quid on them too? Constitution Hill.
Quick double.
Big dole on them too. Thanks very much for your time, Andrew.
Manny,
appreciate it, mate.
Absolute
Thanks
pleasure.
very much. Cheers, mate.
Thank you.